So, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful Saturday. It might even be still Friday where you are, or even Sunday. Big up to everybody watching live, man. Make sure you pump the likes, get them thumbs active or fingers. And we're going to go through the most fraudulent manager in the Premier League's press conference from yesterday. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. This guy, I swear. My old man reckons he's going to get sacked in a couple of weeks. He reckons he can't be trusted with money. So I don't know. I'm not a betting man. So I'm not going to put any money on it, but it would be hilarious if he did get sacked, really, wouldn't it? But we shall see. We shall see what happens. Loads to go through as well. And I'm not going to do the Joe Willock bit because I did that in the Willock video I dropped last night. So if you obviously he mentioned it in his press conference, if you want to find out what he said about Joe Willock, then go and check that video out. But also, just to give you the heads up, later today, I will be dropping 2 more videos. I won't be live streaming 2 more videos. I'm kind of enjoying doing these pre-recorded videos as well, if I'm honest. But I'm going to try and mix and match. I'm going to obviously do the live streams as well as the uploaded videos. But yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it at the moment. But big up to everyone watching on Facebook and Twitch as well. Make sure you share all the content around. I do appreciate that. A big up to everyone who subscribed recently. The subs have gone up mad amounts. So big up to all of you lot. Let's get it up. Road to 60k is on. And let's go through this guy's press conference. Our manager discussed how he looks back on the campaign as a whole. He spoke about Joe Willock, which is, like I said, I'm not going to go through, qualifying for Europe and more. Read the full transcript here. He was asked how he sums up the season. He said, well, if you're saying it's a step back because we haven't won a title, then it then it has to be related. In the league, we have 2 more points than last season, but it's nowhere near where we want to be. The fact that we don't have a title so close to grab because we are not in the Europa League final makes it difficult to see any positives. But we were knocked out in the last 16 last season, and a lot of things have been done that were necessary in this season that are not related to the results. But at the end of the day, we are here to win. So on that basis, you're basically saying if we don't win a trophy, it's a failure, which I agree. So leave, walk out the door. Don't turn around now because you're not welcome anymore. And he ain't going to leave. So we got to hope he gets sacked. Next question he was asked on whether we can now draw a line under the takeover talk. This guy, man, let's just get the strings because he is the puppet. He said, I really hope so because it's been very clear where the owners are standing right now. I think I have given my view on the situation just for the benefit of the club, which is the only interest really of everyone who supports the club. The aim is to get the unity and togetherness that we need to get back to where we want to be, which, listen, we're never going to be fully unified as a fan base. Too much has happened between Wenger ins and Wenger outs and Arteta ins and Arteta outs that me personally, I don't really want to associate with a lot of these fans. And I'm sure they don't want to associate with me. So I don't think we'll ever be all singing from the same hymn sheet unless we can all win titles year in, year out. And then maybe it'll bring everyone a little bit more together. So I think he's living in a bit of a cuckoo land, really. On the reception he expects from the fans at the game, he said that the fans haven't been at the stadium for a long time. We haven't managed to be together. So hopefully it can be a positive atmosphere to support the team and the team trying to give them joy and win the game. Well, listen, I've seen a lot of people stating that they don't want to get into this Europa Conference League. Well, the only way we don't get into this Europa Conference League is if we match the results of the teams that are above us. So basically, we have a fan base that just want us to either lose and not qualify for it, or win and finish above Tottenham. Which, does anyone really care? Like, I genuinely don't understand what this fascination is and this obsession is with finishing above Tottenham. I genuinely couldn't care less. The only way I'd care about finishing above Tottenham is if we finish first and they finish second. Other than that, what, we're going to take joy out of that? Oh yes, we finished 7th and they finish 8th. All right, who cares? Sick loser. But yeah, just for the banter, I want to get in the Conference League. It would be hilarious, wouldn't it? FC Wi-Fi password away in Timbuktu on a Thursday at quarter to 6 at night. Absolute banter. And it's fully what we deserve as well if we do get into it, because this football club's gone down the Swanee real quick over the last 15 years. Real quick. We've gone from right up here to being the best team, being right down here. And getting into this Europa Conference League would sum the last 15 years of our club up. But there we go. Anyway, on wanting to win and finish above Tottenham, well, I've just covered that, but let's see what he says. Anything that is in our hands to make them happy and help us to be in a better place is all positive, really. On being second in the form table over the last 23 Premier League games. This is also another thing I find hilarious. In the last 23 games, we are second on the form table, but the season is 38 games. I don't know if people know that. If you took it off the last 23 games, I think West Brom and Fulham would have stayed up. So I look forward to playing both of them next season. Big up to them. Well done. Congratulations on staying in the league. Oh, wait, no, it didn't happen, did it? He said, yes, it's very good, but the league has played over 38 games. That's probably the best statement he's ever made in his life. But at least it shows that we're able to do it when we have a little bit more of a normal context, more normal situations. I'm very positive about what we can do. But at the end of the day, and another typo, by the way, every single week, they've put we as in WEE. We are judged on what we have done over the whole season, and it is not for sure where we want to be. He was then asked whether the period in November had cost us. So a lot of things from September to December contributed to that. I don't believe it's just one issue. There are a lot of things in that time. And whether he's eliminated those issues now, he said it's my job to identify, to be very critical with myself first, and then try to analyze and find out things that have happened, whether that's negative or positive. If it's positive, then we keep doing a lot of good things that we are doing. He was then asked about Joe Willock. I'm not reading that. If you want to check out what he said about that last video on the channel. Hector Bellerin, he was asked about him. He said he's not fit for Sunday, so he will not be playing the last time. I don't know whether you can read too much into that, or maybe that was just the way he's put it across, the last time. So I don't know if that's that he's played his last ever game for us a couple of weeks back. He said, like everybody that has a contract, he remains here. Mixed signals. He was then asked about Sergio Aguero's last game. What's that got to do with Brighton, by the way? He's just signed for Barcelona as well. So big up Serge, big Serge. We like Aguero. He'll do well at Barcelona. So I'm not even going to bother reading that because that's nothing to do with this game. He was then asked about the Europa Conference League. There hasn't actually been a question about the game yet. And we're about 10 deep. Conference League, it says it's a new competition, so I don't really know what will happen. First of all, let's try and finish as high as possible. And then after, we will determine, once we are involved, what the best way to do it is. On the Europa Conference League being looked down on by some critics, he said, we've experienced that in the last few years, how tough being in the Europa League is with the amount of games you have to play in a short turnaround that you have to have all the time in the Premier League. I think there is a lot of history here with teams that have been involved in the Europa and the negative consequences it has in the Premier League positions. But we have tried to give it the best possible go. We came a little bit short, but the club has to be in Europe. There you go. So all the Arteta fangirls out there, your manager is saying that he wants the Conference League. Your manager. I'd be quite happy to be in it, if I'm honest. I just think it'd be banter. Absolute banter. New countries, new teams. Imagine getting piped by, I don't know, some under-19 team from Kazakhstan or somewhere. I don't know. It'd be hilarious. On whether Sunday's team selection is difficult due to the possibility of wanting to say goodbye to some players. He said the selection is just the best possible selection to win the game. What is going to happen afterwards is part of the future, and what we have to try and do is control what happens on the day. Then on whether he will have difficult conversations with some players, he said, well, we have a lot of conversations that have already happened and some more that will happen. Difficult or not, we have to face them and be able to tell each other what our feelings are to make the right decisions. On whether finishing 7th, 8th or 9th is good enough, he said no. On whether he views the season as an underachievement, he said it's not where I want it to be. Didn't really say no, did he? On whether he's planning to spend some time away with his family after the season, or if he'll be at home watching the Euros. What's that got to do with Brighton? We'll read it anyway. I have to find the balance. There is a lot of work to do, a lot of reflection to do, and a lot of decisions to be made. It will make time to do that. I will make time to do that, sorry. But at the same time as well, you have to disconnect. It's been almost 2 years with no break, and they, our families, deserve more time. And I think our bodies and minds need the rest and be more efficient and more clarity in our vision going forward. On which flag will be flying in the Arteta house for the Euros, the English or the Spanish? I mean, what kind of dumb question is that? The guy's Spanish. He said, I'll have both. Oh, dear. So there was not a single question about the game against Brighton, apart from what's your team selection? Like, it's all about 2 press conferences in a row for Palace and for this. They have not asked him a single question about the game, really. I want to know, what have you made of Graham Potter? How good a manager do you think he is? Obviously, he came from Ostersund, and before that, obviously, he went and managed, I think it was Swansea, wasn't it? Who's the key man for them? What difficulties do they pose? Is there any players you admire from their team? Who's the danger man? You know, why aren't you asking these questions? We want to know these answers. We want to know what your footballing insight is on the team that you're about to face. Instead, you're sitting there asking him, what do you think about Sergio Aguero? What flag are you going to fly in the house for the Euros? These people get paid to ask these questions, by the way. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Smash the likes up, people. Come on, real ones in the building, everywhere. 400 people watching as well. Keep pumping them up, man. This guy, I swear, you come in my chat every day, bruv. You're hilarious. Moaning, manager in, manager out, year after year. Kroenke keep escaping all this year. Mate, listen, at the end of the day, if you think Stan Kroenke's leaving this football club, then you're a better man than I am. If anyone's got 5, 6, 7 billion pounds in their bank account and they want to come and put most of that into Arsenal, good luck. There's only 3,000 people on the planet that are billionaires, so the pool of billionaires to buy this club is minuscule. He ain't selling it, and the quicker people get their head around that, the better. You can do all the protests you want tomorrow. You can do all the protests you want every single game next year. He ain't going anywhere. But this manager might be going somewhere, and if this manager does go somewhere, and we go and get a better, more qualified manager, you will start seeing better, more qualified results. None of this 23-game table. You'll see a 38-game table with us sitting up higher in the table. You know, yes, he won an FA Cup. Well done. Congratulations. So did Harry Redknapp. Does that make Harry Redknapp an all-time legend and great? Because that's how we're going on with this guy. Like, it's not his fault. Why does Arteta need 300 million quid, everything to fall in his favour, a pre-season, this, that, and the other, to actually do his job properly? Why? Where was this energy for Unai Emery? Makes no sense to me. It genuinely makes no sense. Nobody was sitting there saying, oh, but Unai Emery this, Unai Emery that. Oh, but you can't blame him because of this and that. Where was this energy? Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's because the guy couldn't speak English and people were taking the mick out of him constantly in training. Yeah, but there you go. Anyway, big up my boy, Paul. Big up yourself, bruv. More nonsense than last time. We're clearly not getting any change until things get even worse. As fans are happy finishing 8th. They are. They're more excited to finish 8th than 7th. What do I know? But big up to you, my guy. Have a lovely weekend, man. Appreciate that. Supposedly Messi and Buendia said Buendia was good when he played for Getafe. So he's the next Frank Lampard, Thomas Muller, right? Mate, this Buendia guy here, right? Let me just say this. A big up to you and your wife, Eric. Hope you're well, man. Let me just say this about Buendia, right? Buendia played in the Premier League. He played 36 Premier League games, 1 goal. People go, oh, but it's Norwich. Well, explain how Joe Willock scored 6 at Newcastle then in 6 games. Explain how Chris Wood's bagged 13 this season playing for Burnley. Burnley. So people are saying, oh, the team's rubbish, the team's this, the team's that, but he's really good. People just love to gas up what's favourable at the time. You know, nobody's talking about Houssem Aouar, by the way. Is anyone talking about Houssem Aouar? Because all last summer, that was rammed down my throat. Oh, get Houssem Aouar, get Houssem. Where's Houssem Aouar? What's happened to Houssem Aouar? Oh, sorry, I forgot. It's not fashionable this summer because this guy is mad overrated. Don't want him. Don't want him. Oh, because he does a little flick and a little skill move and a little Rabona and a little, like, I don't know, whatever other skill you want, a little roulette. Don't fool me. Yeah, you're very technically gifted, my friend. Your output's dead in the Premier League. Your output in the Championship, which is probably your level, hence why you're smashing it in the Championship. Maybe you can step up, but not for Arsenal. Maybe you'd fit in well at Brighton, with all due respect, but not for Arsenal. I want ballers, proper ballers that have the ability, the technical ability, but also have the output. I don't know why everyone's raving about this guy. He is a right winger. People seem to think he's a creative number 10. The guy plays right wing. We've already got how many wingers? Do we need another winger? No. So let's go and get a proper player. Yeah, somebody that's played in this league, consistently played in this league to a high level, that has a decent output as an attacking midfielder. If that's the type of player we want to go and get an attacking midfielder that has a high output. Yeah, not one that had, oh, but he created the most chances in the Premier League that season. Well, he didn't actually. I think he was fourth. But no, not for me. He's obviously creating the wrong chances, because if he's created that many chances, why weren't they assists? Oh, let me guess. Timo Pukki was missing sitters. Reality check. Aubameyang's probably missed more this season than Pukki did that season. So yeah, there we go. Big up my boy Flo Zanelli in the building. My guy, man. Hope you're good, man. Bless up to you and your family. Hope you're well, buddy. Big up to my guy as well. Come on, real one. Real one. Thank you for joining level 1, my friend. Appreciate that. Ryan Chowdhury, big up to you, my friend. Have a lovely weekend. Big up to my boy, Mr. Krishna. I don't know why we are looking at Calvin Phillips at Leeds. Aren't looking at Calvin Phillips at Leeds. I know Basuma's good. I like Phillips a lot. Thoughts? I think Phillips is a bit overrated, man. I don't understand how he gets in the England squad over certain other players, but for me, Basuma's better than him, comfortably better than him. But I don't know, man. Like, listen, some players look good at certain clubs because of the system and the players they're in. You take them out of their comfort zone and have to be asked to do something else, they flop massively. Calvin Phillips could come to Arsenal and be an absolute flop. Equally, he could come in and be great. And that's the chance you take when you sign any player. But the system Leeds United have is a completely different system to what we have. I don't think he'd fit in at Arsenal. Yeah, we've seen with Thomas Partey, a player whose level's above Calvin Phillips, in my opinion. And we've seen take him out of a system at Atletico Madrid and put him into an Arsenal system that's non-existent. The guy's like a fish out of water. So it's all about systems, man. You've got to get these players to fit in the right system. And, you know, and this is where we haven't got a DNA that this manager keeps talking about, because if we had a DNA, the Arsenal DNA should be the same from youth level at 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, all the way out to first team level. Yeah. So then when you get the player come through the academy, straight in, they know what their position is. They know what style of play we have. And we have a set, clear plan, as Mikel Arteta would say. Instead, we don't. And we chop and change the team every week. And it's just no cohesion, man. So listen, I'm not going to get too overexcited for this transfer window, because I've seen it all before. I was buzzing that Thomas Partey signed, but I said it weren't enough. We needed a right back and we needed something at left back as well to back up Tierney. We also needed another midfielder, and we didn't do that until January. So yeah, what do I know? I'm just a numpty YouTuber. Big up to Ben. Big up to you, my guy. Mateus Pereira. I agree. I agree. Literally agree. And I don't even particularly rate that guy either. He's a good player. I don't particularly rate him, you know, but I'm sure somebody will snap him up. You know, there is a lot of good footballers out there, but I don't want good. I want the best. I want the best we can get. Big up to my boy Unique. Back again. Love you, baby. Hope you're well, man. I want the best we can get. And the best we can get is Jack Grealish. Go and get him. That guy can float across midfield, left, right, centre. He could play left back, right back, centre back. He'd still be the best player on the pitch. Go and get him. If we're as serious as a club, and people will be sitting there laughing, going, oh, why would Grealish come to you? We'll go and put 90 million quid on the table, and I'm sure Aston Villa will rip our arms off for it. There you go. But we ain't going to do that. We're going to go for the cheap and cheerful option. And we'll be doing this all again next season. And it'll be ups and downs. And people will be putting pie charts together to show Arteta's got 0.2569 divided by pi times 4 infinity. Better record than this season. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But what do I know? Anyway, Let's read some Facebook comments. Big up daily. Hope you and your family are having a great weekend. Thank you, man. I am. Same to you, my guy. I'm going to watch a little bit of the playoffs this afternoon. Brentford are 1-0 down, I think. Which means we could potentially get Ivan Toney for a lot cheaper than if he was coming up in the Premier League with Brentford. And I'd take him because I think he's got elite level movement. The DNA left with Wenger. Do you know what? As much as I can't really stand Arsene Wenger for some of the stuff he's done for this football club, in a bad way. Like, listen, he was great when he first came, but some of the stuff that he's done, the one thing I will say, at least you were excited to watch Arsenal play football. Like, you know, you knew that you were going to get free-flowing football the majority of the time. Yes, we'd get pumped 6 here and there, but you knew you were going to get good football. Can you imagine if he had Pepe and Martinelli and Saka? We'd be in the top 4. I'm convinced of that. I'm convinced even with Emery, we would have got top 4 this season. Villa keeper is getting better of the season. I'll start again. Breathe. The Villa keeper is getting keeper of the season, saying, shake my head. Exactly, bruv. We let this guy go because apparently he wasn't good enough and Leno was better. Leno is bang average. Camera saves. That's all he does. Camera saves. Oh, is it 1-1, is it? Is it 1-1? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Big up. I thought it was 2-0 for some reason. I don't know what I was reading. Big up to Big O in the chat. I'm going to do a few more minutes, guys. Ivan Toney's just scored, has he? There you go. Ivan Toney FC. Love him. And I'm going to hook my boys up to get me to pattern it that I can meet him because they're pals with him. So when I meet him, I'm going to tell him straight, you're signing for Arsenal, bruv. Get your agent, sort it. That's another thing as well, right? The amount of people I see that go, oh, he's just a penalty merchant and a tapping merchant. Me. Do they not count? Like, do them goals not count? That's 2-0 in aggregate. There you go. That's what I was talking about then. My day's going very well, Cole. Thank you very much. I hope your day's going good, buddy. Let's go. Let's do a few more. Thoughts on James Maddison? I don't think he gets on with Brendan Rodgers. So, yeah, I'll take him. I like him. I think he's good, man. Some of these comments I can't even read out. You lot are funny, man. Do you think Villarreal... Where's that gone? Where's it gone? Do you think Villarreal have a chance against United? Yes, 100% they have a chance because number one is Unai Emery. It's his competition. I'd piss myself, literally piss myself if he wins it with Villarreal and he couldn't win it with us. It would be funny. But not only that, Man United are not in great form at the moment and they're probably going to be without Harry Maguire. And as much as we will take the mick out of Harry Maguire, they do look a lot better defensively when he's there. So yeah, am I on the Stella? No, I'm not. I'm on the tea and the water, mate. I had a nice little bottle of wine last night. I'm trying to stay off beer. It bloats me, man. I've been drinking white Malbec wine. It's beautiful. And not many people know they do a white Malbec. But Audi white Malbec, beautiful. So anyone who's got an Audi near you, go and get yourself down there and stock up. It's absolutely beautiful. I see Brandon's in the chat. Are you being nice today, Brandon? Jez filled me in. Big up to you, my guy. I'm not really going to comment on that, mate. Listen, at the end of the day, it's not my channel. They can do what they want with their channel. But I get on with Mo. So yeah, cool, man. And I thought it was a little bit whatever in it. It's not my channel. I said my bit in my tweet the other day. So if you want to check that out, go and check it out. 2-1 to Villarreal. Right, I'm going to do 3 more comments and I'm getting out of here because I want to go and watch the rest of this playoff game. Corona Light, lovely beer. I noticed that Snoop Dogg is on the advert for that Corona now. I don't know what's going on there, but they've obviously paid Snoop Dogg a lot of money to promote it. Get some natural wine, less of that Aldi headache juice. No, it's actually really nice. Aldi wine, some of them are headache juice, but that white Malbec is beautiful, man. Yeah, really, really nice. I can't drink red wine. Red wine just it smells like vinegar, mate. It's disgusting. Like I can't be having that. Why don't we go for Saint Maximin from Newcastle? He's decent, bruv. If you think Pepe's frustrating, this guy's even more so. I can't be having that. All the gear and no idea. He's just a Wobie with pace for me, mate. But big up to you, my guy. I hope you have a wicked day. And we'll end on that. Because, yes, I am going to watch the game. And 600 people watching live, man. Come on, keep pumping these likes up. Big up to the 2 members, obviously unique joining again. Big up to Ryan Chowdhury, appreciate that, mate. And big up to everyone who put donation, comment, all that in. There's only 159 likes. You lot are moving like Arteta on a home game. So come on, man. Let's pump these likes up real quick. 570 still here. And I'll do 3 more comments while you're pumping them up. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ward-Prowse. Yeah, I'll take Ward-Prowse. I'll take him. I get asked this question all the time. So for all the cheap seats at the back, no, I left when Claude left. And I text Robbie and Tao and Claude and Troops to tell them that, my thoughts on it. And yeah, me and Troops are cool. Me and Claude have always been cool. Me and Robbie were cool. And me and Tao were cool. So it was my choice. I just felt there was a few things that I didn't agree with, so I just left. That's it. I wanted to concentrate on my own channel. So yeah, man. Man said if I got yogurt on my hoodie. No, mate, it's the toggles. I've got yogurt on my hoodie. You're hilarious. Come on, DJ Crane in the cut. Like, I'm bouncing. All have a wonderful afternoon. I will be back again at 5 o'clock. I'll be dropping a video at 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock today. Preloaded uploads, no lives again today. Tomorrow I'll obviously have a full setup for the game. I'll be doing the build-up show, the vibe show. There will be a video coming out in the morning as well, maybe 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then I'll be doing the vibe show with Tom at 2:45. And then after the game, the live with Chig, the video phone-in show. You guys can come on and have your say. And then the fan cams will be bust out. And then player ratings will drop on the Monday. So yeah, plenty of stuff to come, man. Obviously, Rants is back on Monday as well. So yeah, it's all good, man. All have a wonderful afternoon. I'll be back again at 5. We're out of here. Smash the likes. Don't forget as well, follow the Instagram, man. We hit 14K yesterday or the day before. Thank you very much. Let's push that up to 15K real quick. Lee Gunner 82. Love, laters. Arteta out.